Hey YouTube, so I wanted to do a video. This particular video is going to be about the time that I got played by an older guy. So sophomore year was a big year for me. I had just became an RA, so that means I had free room and board, and I had my own little place, my own little room I didn't have to share with anybody. And I was excited about just having a new beginning. I also decided at that time I was going to have a weight loss journey, so I was so amped and ready to lose weight. I met this guy, his name is Jamal, and Jamal was actually living in the building temporarily. So the way things work when you're an RA is you actually come to the building 2 weeks before the school opens. There's nobody really there except for maybe like athletes and a few people who have special arrangements. And I remember vividly, I got on the elevator one day during training because I left something in my room. I stayed on the second floor, and this guy, he was actually going to the fourth floor, and he held the elevator for me. I mean, he was cute, but I really didn't think nothing of it because at that time I was kind of in a rocky situation with my child's father. So I see the guy, he holds the elevator for me. He's cute, charming, tall, dark-skinned, handsome, kind of muscular. He was fine. But I was, not really trying to pay attention to all that. And he was really nice and friendly. And he was like, hey, my name is Jamal. You're an RA, you like it so far? I'm like, yeah, it's cool, I'm excited about meeting the residents. Who are you? And he introduced himself, and he said that, I'm just staying here temporarily until my room is ready across the street in Clayton Station, which is our apartment complex. I said, oh, okay, cool. That's what's up. So, I get off on the second floor, and I walk to my room like, he's cute or whatever. Let me just go do whatever I was doing. Training starts to wrap up or whatever, and one of my friends on the team, her boyfriend is actually friends with the guy, Jamal, that I just met in the elevator. So one night we were hanging out in the lounge of Laker Hall. We started having talks about relationships and stuff. So Jamal asked me about my relationship, and I say, I'm not sure what's going on. And he just seemed like I can tell that, you're not happy in a situation. And I can tell by the type of person that you seem to be that, that's not the situation for you. And so I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. And, we asked him about his, and Jamal says, my relationship is kind of rocky too. My girl is about to move to New York, so I really don't know. I was just like, okay, rock the boat. And so, I could tell there was like a little chemistry there, but I wasn't trying to let that chemistry be there because I hadn't broke up with my boyfriend yet. Meanwhile, my boyfriend at the time was not being a good boyfriend. Like, he wasn't calling me. He go a few days without calling me, had an attitude, being real short, and I was already getting sick of it. We really had been fighting the whole summer. Meanwhile, I'm getting a little closer to this guy, Jamal. He's older. He's really into fitness. And he said, I'll help you, Yosha. I'll help you with your fitness and stuff. I'll help you by telling you what you should buy. We can go grocery shopping together. I was like, bet. Okay, we can definitely do that. So I go over to his house, and I'm with my friend Akira the first time I go over there. He cooks us this healthy lunch or whatever. Okay, he can cook. But that's not even the first part. When we get to the apartment, it's nice. Like, when I got there, this boy had like an Egyptian thing going on in there. It was sexy, and it smelled good. It was, grown man. Nothing ended up changing with, my boyfriend. I just ended up breaking up with him. Some time goes by, me and Jamal start hanging out a little bit more. One night he had came to my room. We ended up watching the movie. Then the next thing I know, we kissing. I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't you say you had a girlfriend? And then he was like, yeah. So see, I don't feel comfortable with, you know what I'm saying? You had a girlfriend, and like my relationship was rocky and stuff, but I broke up with my person. Not necessarily for you. I wasn't happy. You was kind of a motivation. So he was like, okay, I understand. He left or whatever. One day, we're hanging out again, and he's like, me and my girl, we did break up. We were on good terms with each other. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't working. I was just like, okay. I never really had an experience with somebody without a title being on it. It was kind of weird to me, and I was just not, sure about it. And I felt like it was going in the direction of a relationship. Like, we sitting here cooking food together, we working out together, we spending time together. You coming to my place, I'm coming to your place, we going to the movies, you buying me ice cream when I'm on my period and things of that nature. So I even asked the boy, I'm like, Jamal, like, could you see me as your girl at some point? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, niggas. Guys with these tongues, that's a blessing. If you put your mouth down there, you know what you're doing, the panties is coming off. It's just like, once you get it, it's like, okay, throwing off everything. Come on, let's go. So it happened, and it was great. It was, And it started becoming like a repetitive thing. Like, I was at your house, you were at my house. The next morning, I was like, can we do it again? It was like, I got turned out. It was beautiful. And, you know, little slick things would happen that kind of hinted that I was being played. But, you know, when you get something that's real, real good, you kind of be in denial. You ignore stuff that's kind of obvious. Like, I would spend the night over there, and I would come back, and my soap is, like, under the counter. Why my soap not in the shower where I left it at? That's fine. You know, maybe it was in the way. It was in the way. Or, you know, but I would spend the night, and I would do my laundry. So I go, and I'm just like, you know, there's some panties in my stuff. Why is it other panties in my stuff? Oh, you know, that's my roommate's girl stuff. Oh, okay. She must be doing her laundry over here too. Duh. Okay, I get it. And then, you know, it just got weird. Like, one day he was like, oh, you know, we can't hang out tonight because I gotta go babysit my sister's daughters in Atlanta. But you can stay here, but I can't because I got babysit. I'm my dumb ass. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to come back. Hey. Dumb. And I had kind of met some of his friends, some of his roommates' friends. And, you know, Jamal's roommate's friend, her name is T. I'm just going to call her T. She was like, yeah, we be having fun over here. Why don't you ever come? We be playing drinking games and this and that. And in my head, I'm like, I ain't never got invited to play drinking games. What's going on? I want to play drinking games. One weekend, it was the beginning of basketball season. So we had this event called Laker Madness. The dance team performs, the Greeks are there. It's really fun. So I went with my friend Z. Now Z is a really big personality. You know, he's gay and he's fun. So Jamal tries to tell me that I was acting funny at the pep rally with Z and that he didn't want to talk to me no more. I'm like, really? I'm acting funny with Z? But who is Z? Like, Z is not a threat to what we got going on. I don't understand. Like, so, you know, he say, oh, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to have nothing to do with you anymore. I just don't. He just went off in the text message, and I'm just like, what? I didn't do anything. What the? So that was on a Thursday. That was a long weekend. I was just sitting there, like, asking my friends for advice. Should I show up to his house and knock on the door? Like, I didn't do nothing, and he mad. I just, I paused. Me and him have chilled. We've been chilling. This whole little increment has been 3 months. So he's told me about his family, his background, all this stuff with his mama and his daddy. And that's Sunday. I just been distraught all weekend. He don't want to talk to me no more. So I get on Facebook and I look, and there's this post from this girl. Let's just say that Jamal's last name was Smith. I had so much fun with Mama Smith. And I'm looking like Mama Smith, and I click and I be nosy. And guess what? Jamal Smith is tagged in it. We became friends like a year ago because she does hair, but I never talked to her. I never met her. So that's how I saw the post. That's how I saw him tagged in it. And the light bulb just flashed. It just went off. It was just like, huh. So I'm good. I just got so mad that I just started cracking up. The same night, within 20 minutes of me seeing a post, you know, he calls. You know, just don't act funny in front of Z anymore. I forgive you. So I really took a moment to think about what I was going to say, what I was going to do. You know, I had a lot of options. Message the girl and tell her to look for my soap under the cabinet. Tell her to look for the blanket that I left over there that I never got back. I really like that blanket. I said, oh, really? I'm so sorry that, you know, I did hurt your feelings when I was with Z, you know? But, you know, I never thought that Z would be considered a threat. I just thought that, you know, you may have wanted to see other people or go back to your ex. When I said the word ex, something sparked off in his spirit. He was just angry. He couldn't believe that I said that. He said, yo, I never asked you about your ex and what you was doing. That's not none of my business. Blah, 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 blah. I said, no, you're right. I'm sorry. You're so right. I won't do it again. Talk to you later. So I just decided at that point, I really don't want to talk to you no more. And I just had this anger in my soul. I was so mad. I was salty. I was a bitter bitch. And then he tried to hit me up like 2 weeks after that, talking about he missed me. I said, no, you missed me. You thought that I was going to be a one-night thing, and then you got hit with the waterfalls. Like, you tried to play me and let me be the side chick. I gave you my body. You're a liar. And you know what else made me mad? I couldn't find this nigga when he was talking on campus. I started seeing him everywhere I went, and he had the nerve to try to talk to me. Hey, Yosha, how you doing? Don't talk to me. I finally got over it. I was happy. I was single for a good little minute. I had lost weight on my own. That was the biggest reward. Like, I didn't need him to lose weight. I knew how to do that on my own. But he was no good, y'all. Like, he really was no good. Moral of the story, y'all. Sometimes things happen. You get played. I mean, learn from it. Ain't nobody else ever play me like that. I probably will break this up into separate videos because I do want to add a real talk series to my channel. I am a lifestyle blogger, so you're going to see mommy vlogs. You're going to see stuff about college, dating, relationships, friends. That's just the type of stuff that I want to do for you all.